All right, welcome to the GM podcast. I guess I'm your host. My name is Alexander Ajayi. I'm here with. Go ahead.
Oh shit, Russell Orhi.
It's that boy Josh O.
Damn, anybody gonna speak?
Oh, it's me?
Yeah.
You straight.
All right, this is Matt Chericara, a.k.a. Brown Gucci.
Oh,
We in
What?
this.
Wait. We're not doing that.
Please don't.
No AKAs.
Please, no,
man.
none of that.
Okay, fine. No,
None of that.
a.k.a. is just Matt. Damn.
All right, Shawley.
It's your boy Shawley, Jamie Coker the third.
All right, okay.
Oh,
okay.
All right.
Anyways.
So we just gonna put everyone down, each of us, like on
No,
introductions.
no. You can introduce like the premise of the
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah. So basically, we decided to create this podcast because we have a group chat where all five of us are in it, and we're always just shooting the shit, talking about random shit, anything that comes to our mind. You know, pop culture, life, sports, business, just a myriad of topics. So we thought, let's put it on wax. Let's put it on an actual podcast where people can actually hear what we're talking about. Because we find it very funny, so hopefully you guys find it pretty funny as well.
Yeah, and to be honest, some feelings might get hurt, but it's not personal. These are all just our random thoughts.
I don't know why that disclaimer was necessary.
Yo, it has to be, man. It has to be said.
You know what? Hold on. There is a disclaimer though. Like for people that already have like established like social media platforms, like me and Shawley.
Oh yeah,
Like
that's true.
I will say, this is how I talk with my friends. This is how I talk like on a normal basis. So if you come up to me and like you know me from my YouTube channel and Instagram and stuff like that, I don't curse. But like on here, this is how I talk with the homies. So I'm gonna be cursing. We're gonna be letting shit fly, and like this is how we talk.
Yeah.
Like on a daily basis. And hold on, this is not a fitness podcast, bro. So
Hell yeah, none of that. Don't be asking about.
don't pull up talking about what's my macro count? Like,
Yeah.
how am I supposed to lose weight? It's like I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I don't give a fuck.
I'm 100% transparent, so what you see on social media is what you
Nah, this
Fuck
liar.
Fuck God.
Fucking liar. This fucking liar.
Yo.
This nigga is goddamn white on social media.
Well, to change anything up.
Hey, you know, I got my when niggas watch my YouTube video and they see me collab with other niggas, they're like, oh, this is how Russell really is.
Yeah.
Russell been giving us that white shit for the past.
Hey, watch yourselves, man. At the end of the day, watch yourselves.
All right, Josh
It's
coming
sad reality,
in.
man.
Josh coming in with the most random.
Wait, watch yourself?
But anyways,
did you say wash?
Anyways, I gotta get something off my chest. Immediately.
Okay.
So right before I got here, I think I got sexually assaulted. I'm being dead ass. So I went to a massage parlor.
Y'all got it.
Hey, that's what Sean goes like this. Hey, I don't know nothing.
Yo, no, I'm being serious. So I was at the massage parlor, and I was just getting a combination massage, like a Thai massage. So it
What you
was
say? You said thigh massage?
Thai massage.
Yeah.
Thai massage. Okay. Anyways,
Okay.
so I'm there, right, and she's doing her work, and at first it's light, and I'm like, man, this shit doesn't seem like I've done a Thai massage before, and it wasn't this light. And she had put no oil on me yet. She was already starting to go. Yeah, she was rubbing on me dry. So I was like, nigga, this shit might be this might be a first. But anyway, she puts the hot towel on me, and she gets to work. Right, shit is painful. But like at least like 45 minutes into it, all of a sudden I'm facing down, and all of a sudden I only have my boxers on. All of a sudden she just out of nowhere. First of all, like I'm already in so much pain because I have like some knots in my neck to where like I don't know. I just felt like I was about to pass out.
Because of Passat?
Don't do that. 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 No.
He wants to be
chill. We are. Nah. No.
We don't talk about people's personal
cars,
living situations.
No.
You only bring that up if you bring it up yourself.
Yeah,
Okay, all right,
we're
never
not
mind,
doing
my
that.
fault,
But
my
anyways.
fault.
That's like
No.
That's not the reason. It's
Yeah.
work. It's work, actually. It's not the car.
All right, let's short.
have a great car.
Long story
Anyway,
short,
keep-
Alex
yeah,
got
keep
some.
going.
Alex has really bad posture.
All right,
Let's
so
leave it
all
at
right,
that.
but listen. So I'm facing down, and all of a sudden I just feel my pants come off. My boxers.
Wait.
Everyone calm down. She just pulled your.
So look, so my boxers are still on. I don't know. I mean,
are you on your stomach
for
or
the
back?
YouTube viewers, you can probably see what I'm doing right now. But like, I was facing down, and all of a sudden, I just feel the back up because the front of my body is touching the seat, the table. So like, she can't move that. So she pulls the back, and my ass cheeks are just out.
So you felt breathe through your ass.
Yo, at first, I was like, I was so shocked that I was like, wait, what's going on here? And you got to remember, like, you know how usually they put, usually they put. No, this is a girl. This is like an older lady. So you know how they put yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all.
A guy. Oh my god.
So
we used to shout this dumb shit.
I'm kind of like in shock right now. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. But I'm not like, for some reason, I'm not like telling her like, yo, what are you doing? So I'm.
Business calls, man.
You put that shit.
That's a Nigerian number.
Yeah. Scammer. All right. So anyway, back to the story. So my pants come off and my cheeks are just out. And I'm trying to figure, and this time, and this is like a different massage because she doesn't have like the towel over me, so I'm just like basically butt ass naked.
Oh, there's no towel on you.
There's no towel on me at this point. Like she stripped that off. Like I had it on like for the first 5 minutes, and she just took it off.
You didn't ask questions, nigga? Like you just
I was just like,
You were into that shit, huh?
no.
You always said you like older women. How old, man?
I was just trying.
Wait, what?
Shawley,
Why you gotta take it there, man?
Why do you always have to take it to the most?
If someone's let their boxers be pulled off and not.
Okay, but listen.
Ask a
No,
question?
no.
That's kind of crazy.
No, okay, but listen. So this is what I was thinking in my head. Like, but you gotta think, like, man, this shit is just like, this is happening in real time. Like, you're not really like thinking. So I'm like, yo, what's going on? And so I'm thinking maybe this is a mistake. Maybe she's gonna pull my pants back up. She doesn't. For the next 15 minutes, my cheeks are just out.
You said for 15
Yes,
minutes.
10 to 15 at least.
And you're just cool with that
And
shit.
no.
Yo, that's what I'm questioning.
Okay, but listen. I was just trying to figure out what was going on. And so it turns out that she was like, she had to put her, you know how they had the little railings on the top of the roof or on top of the ceiling?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm
Yo,
afraid where you about to go.
no.
They do that kind of
So
stuff.
she holds it so that she can like
Step on you?
step on you and like drill her
You're getting drilled from the
back. What you doing?
No. We are not doing this, man. We are not about to put me out here like this.
This story's uncomfortable.
All right, yo, get to it.
My head that your ass cheeks are.
No. So but anyway.
a couple pauses.
So
in the story.
I'm trying to figure out because the whole time she was looking at me kind of suspect. Like I was just trying to figure out what was going on. And so how I knew that she was trying to do something was when the massage was over, I get up and she's about to walk out the door and she just looks at me. And I'm like trying to figure out what's going on. So I hit her with the prayer hands and just say like, thank you.
She looked back. She's like, you're not trying to like.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're not. I was like, whoa. But anyways,
Whoa.
that's how today went. But
So that's what you meant. You like, man, I got a story.
yeah, I was like, I have a story I had to tell this story.
This nigga hit the GM. Yo, I got a story. I got some shit. I gotta get off my chest. I was
Yo,
like,
'cause
damn.
I honestly feel like I was low key sexually
Did you at
assaulted.
least
Nah,
give her
because
name?
I don't think.
I forgot her name. I think it started. with
Don't
R.
mention here, but
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna put that on.
you might
I
want
mean-
to like go back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Request a.
I wouldn't say you got
Get a
sexually
number.
assaulted by that though, man.
But my
you shot a
question,
shot, bro.
my question is, has that ever happened?
I think like yeah, to an
time
extent. Like when you go to sports massages, depending on what you tell them, man, like I mean, if it's a one-on-one massage, you can add. They usually ask you. So like that part.
I mean,
is
but
crazy,
does massages ever? Do you ever get butt ass naked?
Yeah.
For a massage?
Yeah.
No.
If you
to me, I'm turning around.
No,
sticking
I
with
never
you.
got.
No, it was a girl. It was a girl. It was an
I've
old
done
ass
that.
lady, and so that's why I was kind of
she was
like,
old,
she was
old.
old. Like she was old. She was like
no,
She
I've
got-
been to
Her
massage.
her feet, because you can't really tell, but her feet look strong. So I was like, I was like, she had to be. And then when I looked at her, I was like, okay.
Nah, but like usually like when it comes to shit like that, like your situation's kind of crazy because like they didn't give you a towel, so you just took your
No,
shit
so
off.
look, they
Like,
put
that's
the
wild.
towel. They put the towel on me to start. Like, oh no, I put the towel on myself, right?
What is it covering?
And then it's covering just like my boxers area.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, and I'm facing the ground, and then she comes in. She just starts going in.
Well, yeah, pause. You can't just say.
Oh yeah, not,
Yeah,
going in.
I mean, not.
Starts going in.
Come on, man.
This is your bare dick was touching the.
No,
Bro, I was about to ask that. I was like, so when she pulls the boxes off,
listen. I was, you know, what also that was kind of like confusing and perplexing to me was I was trying to figure out how that was possible because the front of me was everything was still up, like everything, like the boxes were still up, but just like I guess I don't know, my ass cheeks were just out. They were like it was at
She
my
like massaging your glutes.
So she was digging her heel into my glutes to like.
I mean,
loosen them up.
I can understand that then, cause like coming from like a therapy point of view, like it really depends on like what the lady was.
Oh
doing,
yeah,
but,
for people that don't know,
Yeah.
Matt is a physical therapist, or basically.
trying to be a
Yeah,
physical
Yeah,
therapist.
basically.
trying to
But
be
no,
like
like, well, the thing is, like, the thing where like your story gets sketchy is like there was no communication. Like that's
Yeah.
wild. Like you don't just pull off underwear.
yeah,
and
yeah.
Just start
Bro, that's
rubbing.
why I was shell shocked. I was just trying to figure out like
Yeah. And
what
then,
was
like,
going on.
At the
Because
end,
I didn't want to be that guy that's just like, yo, what are you doing? But you know,
I would rather be that than get
Well, I mean, she was-
this
she-
was.
I don't get massages like I just don't get. I
got-
never felt comfortable going to a
I've only
massage
got one
place.
massage, and I've never been back since.
Yo, go ahead,
because-
repeat that, Shawley. Wait, what'd you say?
I get only male massages because they go harder.
Shit, all right. Y'all heard it first. Transparency.
this nigga talking about me,
What?
and he just wants to leave a cliffhanger like that.
Wow.
To get it there.
He goes like pause.
Like women, whenever I get like female massages, like I always leave.
Unsatisfied.
Unsatisfied? Yeah.
That's sexist. I want to say that.
Whenever a woman does it, I leave
No,
unsatisfied.
I'm not gonna let that pass. Women. I feel like women masseuses can. They're strong too. So like, don't play them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's
I also think, man, like,
sexist mentality.
yo, where the
Can we
places?
stop doing that?
Where the
Can we
places?
stop doing that?
Yeah, man.
Let's
Like,
be
you have
real.
to qualify it?
Who's stronger?
Nah,
man.
hey, nah, man, but there's difference. Like,
I know.
You
I'm
gotta,
just
you
saying.
gotta just trash a whole profession.
No.
you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
saying on a consistent basis, like.
Wait,
like Josh
Josh.
is trying to say no.
Wait,
I've
Josh,
had some women.
Wait, you said you just said that you went to a massage and you
One
never
time
went back.
I
What happened?
never went back because man. So when I called this massage, it was one place for like an hour massage. It was I called and they said, all right, we're gonna hook you up with this girl named Tia. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
So I'm like, I said, all right, that was cool. So I'm gonna get massaged by Tia. so I go there, right? And all right, just wait in the back. I'm like, all right, let's see. I don't know who Tia looked like. You know, hopefully, I don't know, she a nice looking. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So yeah. So I get in there. This Asian dude comes in. He's like, all right, just take off your clothes. Go to your boxers. And I was like, so when's Tia coming? He's like, who's Tia? I said, they told me Tia is my masseuse. He's like, oh, my name is Tian. I was like, oh, hold on. I said, no, they told me Tia. He's like, sorry, but my name is Tian. I don't know a Tia. He's like, if you have any problems, you can go to the front desk. I'm like, all right, we're cool. So I'm like, no, maybe it's not a big deal. Now, as I took off my pants.
Oh, so you were butt ass naked?
No, I wasn't you. I still have my clothes on, but I was taking off to get ready. So he said, just go down to your boxers.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, we're not going to let this slide. So I put my pants back on, went to the front desk. I'm like, I was told I'm supposed to have Tia be my masseuse. The front desk lady, this receptionist, her name is Tia. She said, oh, that's my name. And she looked pretty good.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, so you're supposed to be my masseuse. She was like, oh, sorry, I'm not a masseuse here. I'm a receptionist. And like one of the other like managers there, she's like, yeah, she's not licensed to give you a massage. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm cool. Like, I mean, you don't really need a license for me. Like, it's
like at that point, what are you there for, my nigga?
At that point, you just
Take
like,
your ass
hey,
to massage
it's
him.
like-
Fuck out of here.
I was like, man, I'm cool. Like, I'm not gonna sue nothing. Like, hey, I'm sure she can massage just fine. I was like, and he was like, no, we have you with 10. I'm like, well, I was told I had to female masseuse, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, we don't have any available. Is that a problem?" You know, I didn't want to be the guy who's like, "Oh, I can't let a man touch me" and shit like that. So I was like,
Whoa.
So, hey.
I would have been out. I would have been out.
So I mean, I was like, no, like it's all good. I just, I just thought it was a little miscommunication, So I took my ass to the back and
you got them strong hands on you.
And Tien came and he's like, "You ready?" And
Yes, sir.
and I had no choice but to go through with it, and I've never been back since. So, yeah.
Touched by the hand of God.
Was it good though?
Man, it was
straight.
alright.
I said that. I'm trying to flex.
Honestly, I'm trying to figure that. No,
Hold on.
actually, I'm trying to figure that out, Shawley. Because like obviously I've never gotten a massage by a man, but like, is it lit or what? Is it?
Yo, what?
I didn't mean it like that, but like because you've done both.
To me, every time I've gotten a massage from a female, it's never been good. It's been too soft. So for me, every time I get a massage by a male, I always walk out feeling satisfied.
Gotcha.
That's good. Yeah, I
They
understand.
get
Yeah.
in,
They get what you need.
they get deep and shit.
Yeah.
They rough it out.
Nah,
That's
Don't do
but
that.
Josh, you went out last night, right?
Yeah.
Because I was talking to Sean at the gym. And he was talking about how like none of the hoes are dancing.
Bro,
So it's like what I want to ask you. I don't go out a lot. Like y'all been out more than me. It's like, is dancing dead? Like,
honestly, man, as
facts.
coming out from college recently, like it's really annoying when you go to these clubs and there's like a lot of grown people, but they're all dressed great, look great, but don't want to move a muscle.
Yeah.
It's like, yo,
It's like
girls-
staring at
No,
that.
Girls
saying.
always think like grinding on guys is kind of dirty. They think it.
Yeah,
it's
like
dirty.
I understand that, but
But
like,
it
I mean, but if we really want to go out and have a good time, why are we acting as if we should rather have a speaker, put one right over there in that corner, and get everyone to stand on these couches and have a party. If you're just gonna go there and not move at all,
Yeah, I'm saying,
like that's what
Just
that's
in the
what
living
it
room.
that's what it seems like to me. We get a table and niggas are just standing.
I hate
Nobody's
that shit. I hate
moving.
that shit. I
Nobody's
hate that
doing
shit.
anything.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
sometimes
why
they-
am I here?
Stop
Like-
going out.
It's
Like I remember when I first started going out, I thought that's what going out was supposed to be like.
Yeah.
Nah.
It's like
Nah.
yeah, man, we got this fucking nice ass session, come through and we're gonna fucking turn up, dude. So like
Who are you talking, man?
Whoa.
Like, that's crazy.
Whoa.
I pull up.
Whoa.
I pull up to the spot. I'm like, all right, it's finna get lit.
Yeah.
No one's moving, like no one's
That's
dancing.
what I'm saying.
So I just
man.
always thought that's like,
Everyone's checking their Instagram feed.
yeah, check
Yeah,
it.
like,
It's,
it's ridiculous,
Checking
man.
Instagram stories.
So wait, you went out yesterday, and what happened?
So like the music choice was great. They're playing all these great music, all this good dancing music and stuff, but no one was moving. So like, last thing I want to do is I don't want to be that dude to try to get behind a girl, or like,
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
She's like, like,
hey, yo, at Austin, this nigga Josh was dancing like if y'all y'all
This
don't
man
know
was
this.
sweating.
Y'all don't know this.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever we go out and Josh like starts drinking, that nigga starts dancing at the pregame, all the way into the Uber, all the way to the club. So
you can't
like
stop him, man. Like
we were in Austin, we were at this one spot. And he just starts he's dancing on girls, and he goes to this big chick. He's like, "You want to dance?" She goes,
no. It wasn't a big girl.
And for
Okay,
context,
big girl danced with me.
and for
It was her
context,
Big girls need love too.
and for context, Josh is a football nigga, so he's grimy.
he's grimy.
They're just grimy, dirty.
They listen to K-Camp and shit.
Yeah. Their favorite choice of music is cake
You
camp.
kept trying to like rub your pelvis against random girls.
Whoa! Shawley's allegations have got to stop. Have got to stop, man.
Yeah,
Yo.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like that, but, like, you
I don't know
were,
what you're talking about. I don't recall.
You act like this
I
is
don't
not going to be
recall.
seen by people,
I don't
man.
you were
recall.
successful. It was just
Those are lies.
girls you were.
Those are lies.
Josh.
Oh
Shawley,
my God.
Shawley, you were incapacitated. You do not remember what happened that night.
Oh my
and so
gosh.
everything you're saying has no legitimacy.
Yo, it has
to it.
no merit.
I'm not painting the right picture. I'm
You're
saying,
painting the
like,
wrong picture.
This is episode 1, my G. And you
walk
painted
up to a girl and you dance with them. You know, like you go to a club, you go out, whatever, like in dances.
Uh-huh.
You would go up to a girl and you would like try and grind with them.
Yeah.
Try and talk to them.
Yeah, in college, yeah, and then, yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm trying to say he was doing. He kept doing it, but he was
He was
succeeding.
fishing.
He was succeeding.
Okay.
I
So you
remember
are now you
Yeah,
can't.
it was
so
like-
he at least had that
he pulled
preliminary
up-
conversation
He
first.
he's like,
He
you
at
trying.
least made eye contact.
Yeah, he's like, you trying to.
Wait.
It's not enough, man.
I
You're good, and then you just messed it up.
Honestly, no. Actually, my friend. Actually,
That's
eye
how it
contact.
happens.
Eye contact is enough in some situations,
man.
man.
I don't believe that.
Yo,
man.
when a girl will tell you, will let you know by her eyes
Nah.
if she wants
Hell
to dance
no.
with you.
Hell no.
Man.
Eyes, man.
Or she'll just
Eyes.
walk away.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fine, but I'm saying like
I'm
I
saying-
think the culture we're in now, man. Eyes is not a rule of thumb
Well, yeah,
anymore,
now.
man. You
Oh, well,
can't
now, of course.
But even
like,
in general, back in the day too, it's like it's just kind of crazy to be like, her
hey,
eyes told
man,
me yes.
I don't think I've ever said a word to a girl before I danced with her.
Exactly. You don't
I think I've looked her in the eyes. Like let her know that like I'm interested, and then I start dancing.
yeah, I mean-
So this is how I do it. I dance face to face first, and then I turn her. You know what I'm saying?
No. Okay, so see, that's different. That's different. What I was thinking is like, you across the room and you look at a girl in the eyes and you just like pull up and you start dancing
Hey,
behind her.
Matt, don't look at me like that nigga looked me directly in my eye. I was like, trying not to make. I was like, shit.
All right, man. You over here getting
But that's like. So wait, what's your go-to?
Okay, so like what I'm used to is
Yeah.
like my times being at like some black frat parties. Usually there's this hip tap
American.
you give.
yeah.
you go.
That left your mouth. I was like, shit.
Usually the thing that me and my friends you do, is I feel like it's a common thing to do. You see a girl you want to dance with, you walk up behind them, you give them a little tap on the hip. Now I've learned that some
Okay.
girls don't like this,
That's what he was doing. That
but you just give them a tap on the hip. It's like I don't want to say it's like a start, but
it's to let them know that you're here.
yeah.
It's like I'm not finna just
And
grind.
then,
Yeah.
and then most girls they'll look back, check
Exactly.
you out,
Yep.
and then if
Yep.
you're good, they'll
They'll
start
back up.
dancing.
And they'll back like a couple inches.
Now the worst part is when they look back.
Yo, Shawley was messing with some grimy girls, man. If you gotta do an 18-wheeler backup noise, who are you dancing behind, man?
That's lit. Don't you want an 18-wheeler behind it though?
Hey man, hey.
Go.
But yeah, so like the worst thing that can happen is
This nigga, man.
that's happened to every dude. Don't lie. You walked in behind a girl. You tapped her on the hip.
They look at you and they walk away.
Yeah, they either walk away or they just like like I'm not trying to dance.
If they verbalize, that's even
And
worse.
then, and then you gotta like play it off and start dancing
You
by
just
yourself.
you start
And-
smiling.
and look
You
at your
start
friends
smiling.
like, nah, hey man, she tripping, bro. Like,
I know. I watched the whole thing. That nigga said,
Usually I'll start like if they walk off, I'll start dancing and then like slowly like back up.
just retreat to the corner
The rest of the night, I'm
with
just
the
like,
homies.
My go-to strategies, I have to have a friend close, just so that I can like if she denies me, I just look as if
that burning feeling. When someone denies you, man, like it hurts. Your body automatically raises to 100.
I'm not even gonna front. Like I got a bad. You already know the story.
Actually, no,
Russ,
wait,
are you
before-
sure?
Before you
Are
say that,
you
before you say
sure?
that, just to get the story straight, I wasn't just going around grabbing girls and
No,
stuff.
he wasn't
Probably
doing
just,
that.
like,
We
three-
know that,
three
we know
people,
that.
So,
We
like,
know
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
But you're like tapping the hip.
But I want to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so I want to.
Charlie wants you to catch a case.
So,
He's looking
so
for
okay, no,
multiple felonies.
let's talk about this shit because Josh tried to just destroy my life with this bullshit.
Oh yeah.
That's
This
But,
is
uh,
for
pretty
context.
No, it's pretty
is a
bad.
heinous
It's pretty
act,
bad.
Give
No,
him some
it's
context. Give him some
it's
context.
pretty bad. It's pretty bad. All right, so Josh was chopping. I was talking about how Josh took an L with this one chick, yada yada.
I don't even talk to girls like that,
Yeah,
honestly.
okay, whatever.
so,
So this,
Okay,
so
okay, all right.
so he started going in on me about an L I took like 2.5 years ago. I was out.
Vicious
at
ass.
a- I was out. I was out. I was out at a bar. I was out at a bar. I normally don't do this shit. I normally don't be at bars trying to holler at girls. But I saw this one chick. I was like, "Fuck it, man! Like, I'm a new nigga. Let's let this shit ride." So,
Wait. Where was this? Were you in?
it's even worse. I was in a college environment.
Oh shit.
So
I didn't know that.
Texas,
Damn,
Texas,
that's even worse.
Texas State.
Yeah,
this
that makes
isn't
it
real
worse.
life. This is
Texas State?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's even
So
worse.
I pull up to her. I'm like, "Yo, you want me to buy you a drink?" And like the music was loud. She's like, "What?" I was like, I want to buy you a drink." She looked at me.
No.
She's like, nah, I'm good. I was like, shit. So I turned around. It just felt like someone just like hit me in my chest. So then I hit.
She didn't even want to.
Bro, I started just like sweating. Like, and my friend was like, "Are you?" She's like, "What happened?" I was like, she said, "Nah."
Like, do you understand?
Feel like someone's watching you get denied.
Oh hell
yeah,
yeah,
bro,
I feel like everyone just saw you get denied.
when
Like
you-
when you go through it.
You get denied, you turn around, you're like,
Hey, yo, all y'all
But you know, but you know, no. So
you guys smile.
you smile, but you know, so that's what but that's how I do it though. So if I'm talking to a girl at a club, I'm smiling from beginning to end, so that you can't tell. You can't tell. You can't tell whether or not she's like not feeling me or if she is. So if I dip, it looks like the conversation went great.
I don't know about that, but
I'm telling you.
Hey, but
telling you.
it's like rubbing hands, you're like,
hey, but at the end of the day, y'all realize this girl just turned down a free drink.
yo, at Texas Day.
So now the conversation comes here, right? Are there situations when girls are just like they know the play? I buy you a free drink, now I owe you something. Some girls like they're like, nah, fuck that, I'm gonna get that
Honestly,
free drink.
yeah.
And some girls are like, I'm gonna close this door right fucking now.
Honestly, no. I
Honestly,
I've never knew a
All
girl.
right, no, I'm just saying.
Maybe,
I think
maybe
it's crazy. No, it's crazy because like that situation is definitely wild as hell. Because especially, all right, for context, Texas State is a huge party school, right? Like, yo. Like if you get rejected at Texas State with a free drink, yo, there's girls that would drink like $12 vodka and not think about it, right? So for someone to come up to a bar and be like, "No, I don't want your drink," preposterous. Like that's wild.
Word of advice for any guy out there who a girl turns down your drink, a free drink,
you
just
gotta
go
look
home.
yourself in the mirror.
Just go
Go
You know
home.
what's funny? I hit the group chat. I was like, how ugly do you have to be? I was like, literally, like, I'm not gonna lie, like dead ass. That shit hurt my soul. Like I questioned everything. I was like,
I kid you not.
I was like, fuck, man. How ugly do you have to be for a girl to deny
I
you?
kid
a
you
free
not,
drink?
man. That has never happened. That has
Just look at the mirror.
I was fucking
I know
shook.
girls for a fact who like go
literally
for
go
dudes
to the bar to
get a drink and know the guy. No, they don't want nothing to do with the guy, but they know they're gonna get him a free
Exactly.
But that's
drink.
the
They're
thing.
like-
Like I've been like girls have told me like, nah, I don't even like. I'm not even trying to open that door for that guy to get in.
You're lying.
No, they're lying.
No, I'm not
to
lying.
you,
I'm not
man.
lying.
What girl has
There's
said
two
that?
type of girls. There's girls that are not gonna entertain that situation at all, and there's girls that are like, fuck it, it's a free drink. Like,
I don't know.
that
I've
shit.
never experienced that situation. Have you
95%.
I mean,
experienced
yeah.
that situation?
I've never even heard of that situation
never-
until this guy came across. It's a story.
It's a new case.
I didn't even think it was
So,
possible.
has it ever happened to you?
Honestly, man, it's all right, man. Like,
I don't
think-
care. I
think-
wear. Hey,
I think it's
I
a
wear
funny
that L.
story.
I mean, honestly, I don't think I ever
what did
told
you
y'all
just
one of
say?
my worst
Wait, hold
rejections.
on.
Wait, what did Shawley say?
Why you just keep whispering under your breath? What did you just say?
I shoot 95% from the
Oh, that's a lot.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Wow.
Yo.
Shooting brick shots and hitting
At Gremlins.
and hitting goblins,
Hey, we're not-
gargoyles.
Hey, man.
We got some retired. we got some retired players here who don't shoot no more. So you know what I'm saying, it's all good.
Bro, I am hot, man.
It's hot, man.
But
I would
it's
expect
okay
more
though.
than-
It's okay because we've all been rejected.
I don't care. Like
Any
any nigga that says they haven't taken L.
Do you want me to tell you
The
one of my
AC is
biggest
on.
L's?
It is.
No, but like I don't care because like any nigga that says they don't receive
Nah,
L's,
everyone is taking
everyone
L's.
liar.
I'm taking a
Everyone
vicious
is
L,
taking
and I didn't know
L's.
what to do. Like, oh man,
Sometimes you're gonna get blown out.
it really shook my pride.
Pause.
For sure. But at the end of the day, it's how you overcome
Well,
it.
what's your vicious? What's your
Honestly,
biggest
yeah,
L?
I never even told y'all this, honestly, but because I was so hurt. I wasn't hurt. I was just surprised and shocked. Like I was like, God damn. So there was this one.
Yeah, Josh believes he can pull up from the field from
I don't
from
believe
deep
nah.
at
see,
all times.
I don't
feel that's
be
every guy,
pulling.
though.
I
That's
don't
every guy
pull
has to have
shots.
that.
Nah,
mindset.
nah.
I just
after what you went through, I understand completely.
I understand
Nah,
Russ.
nah.
there was this one time, you know, I was at this Home Depot, you know, and there was this girl there, and I've seen her a couple times. Like I've been at Home Depot a couple times. So I've seen her a couple times. She's always been talking to me and stuff like that. You know, what I'm saying she looked very pleasing, and I see. Funny thing is, I seen her with her boyfriend one time at the airport randomly. I don't know why, but like a couple months after that, I see her at Home Depot again. I'm like, you know what? Maybe this is a
Maybe it's time to
sign.
pull up.
Maybe I gotta like try to get her number because this time I don't know if she's still with the dude or not. I don't know, But I'm like, I see, and this is the time. Right, time is now to try. So I see her, and I'm nervous. I'm nervous as hell because honestly, pulling up on a girl in her
Home Depot?
where she's working, like I don't know how that goes. Exactly. She's
Oh shit!
She works. At Home
yeah,
Depot.
she works. So I don't
Oh,
know
wow.
how girls, how they feel get, pulled up to like at work because sometimes I don't know if she's in a bad mood or I don't want to get her in trouble. So that's already making the situation worse because it's not a friendly environment to be like socializing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, hey, no time better than the present. So, man, I go to check out, right? And we're having a little conversation, and I didn't know how to ask her for her number.
Uh-huh.
Because her manager was like right there next to us, so I didn't want her pulling out her phone. So she asked me, "Do you want your receipt through your email, or do you want it printed out?" I was like, "I'll get it printed out." I was like, "Can I get your number on it?" Man, she looks at me with a smile.
Wait. Did you have
I get your
any
number on
prior conversation before you just shot?
Yeah,
that
we
shot?
were talking a little bit before it, like while she was checking my stuff out. and
Like, what were
everything.
you guys saying?
I mean, she was talking about her day there so far, how it's been, or how like
Okay.
her machine wasn't working and stuff
Okay.
like that.
Any inclination to give you a sign like I should pull up?
Honestly, man, I was so nervous. I really wasn't even thinking. I was so focused on what was gonna come out of my mouth.
Oh, okay.
And like
Okay.
I've never, So
Okay, go ahead.
everything she was saying was like really irrelevant because I had to focus on. Not
Yeah,
sound like
when
a
it was the
true
time to-
dumbass.
Yeah.
When was the time to pull up?
Because I was the thought of pulling up was making me so nervous. I didn't even.
Yeah, you weren't even paying attention to the conversation.
Exactly.
You were just
I was like, yo, and I was
muscle
like,
memory
I was
at
like,
that
yo,
point.
Josh, time is moving. Like, you gotta be able to
Yeah.
talk soon. So I was like, all right. So the opening comes and I say, so can I get your number on it?
Uh-huh.
She looks at me with a smile and says no, and it happened so quick.
It's not a bad one,
I
man.
looked at her with a smile and I was
not a
like,
bad story.
I was like, oh, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, nigga, hold that fucking L, nigga. Hold that L.
I said, oh, okay. And I grabbed my bag and I just darted out. I was like, shit.
Shawley, you got one?
That was, it don't be happening all the time.
Man, honestly, man, like for me, my worst story wasn't even the rejection. Is what I did after like even securing the number, man. Like these are one of the moments I was just like, damn. Like I still have like all the messages. I'm like, man, I was a dumbass. Like I can still see that like it replaying in my head. So, anyways, what happened was, so this is a girl, man. Like, yo, I always thought she was bad as hell. So I was like, those girls that you're like, man, like I'm gonna just shoot. If it goes in, it goes in.
Yeah, that's
like
what I was
fuck
thinking,
it.
man.
Like let's just see what
Yeah.
happens, right? I shot. I secured the number, man.
Mm-hmm.
I secured the number. So at this
the
point,
girl at the gym.
huh?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Whoa.
Yo, Sean, you really want to finish niggas, man?
I'm about to mute your mic.
This nigga came here on a mission. He's like, I'm finna.
Yo, he's in a mission to
No.
ruin lives.
I remember a situation
Hey,
this
shut up.
is-
This girl does not exist anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Whoa.
before this time.
Whoa.
No, but was it?
Nah, definitely not.
No, okay,
That
okay.
situation. I wear that shit on my chest. This is one of those. None of
That
y'all.
was more like more of an entertaining story. The gym one.
Nah.
Who was that?
Are you talking about
You went to the girl.
I see some self-incrimination.
treadmill?
No. This was like way back. This was like way back. Yeah, it's 2 years ago.
It was like me,
Hey, please, no timelines.
Oh,
Put two
okay.
and two together.
I don't know who you're talking.
I don't know who you're talking about.
No.
I remember who.
You know why? Because it never happened.
A girl on the treadmill. I pulled up.
It was a situation at the gym where you got.
If you can't remember the situation, I don't remember that situation either.
What happened?
That's a
So what
wild
happened?
situation.
I think I know what you're talking about because like you came and told us about the L. It was like
Oh
bad.
no! Are you talking about the DM?
No,
I don't think so because like it really shook your fucking confidence. It was like equivalent what happened to me. Like there was a couple of days like we were like talking
Never.
amongst each other
You
like
just looked at yourself, you're like,
We're
am I
like,
ugly?
No, I've never.
I walked into the gym and like a couple of guys were asking for her number that she was saying no to everyone and you were one of the guys.
Yo, I don't remember this girl. I've never asked for a girl's number at the gym. The only two I've asked for is one, something else happened, the other one I'm currently with. Like that's it. Those are the only two girls I've ever asked for.
That's good. I like that. I like that track record, man. That's a good record right there.
Okay, so wait, what happened in
Yeah,
your
I'm
story?
1-1.
man?
I'm better than LeBron.
What happened in your story then?
Wow. For those of y'all that don't know.
Yeah, that nigga got tight. He's like, all right. He's like, all right, bet.
All right.
Anyway, so what happened was I got the girl's number, man. Man, this was probably like 2 years ago. I probably just met y'all, so I was probably like maybe a sophomore. Sophomore in college. And so what happened was I got the number.
I don't even know how.
Everything was smooth, but she wasn't replying, right? So my overeager ass, like this is the girl that like you was like, damn, like I never had a shot, right?
Yeah.
You finally get the number and you're just overzealous. You're overzealous. You're like, damn.
Yeah.
Like I got this in the bag.
Yeah.
You're overzealous.
Overzealous, Shawley. Come on.
It's a big word, I know, man, but it's just like
They ain't trying to hold that nigga.
You said have you heard that before? Oh, you
Overzealous? Yeah, it's like you're
overzealous
excited. Like
Man.
you're
you're
too much
excited.
with
You're
it.
like you're ready to go.
all that damn pre-workout.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you just say?
Yeah.
I was really excited.
All
Oh
right, man.
my
So
gosh.
anyways,
Anyways, continue.
I was just mad excited. There you go. You like that? All right,
Yeah.
mad excited, right?
Make sure you
And so-
translate for him. He's a little
Google
slow.
Translate.
Yeah.
There's probably people out there that don't
on
know
the spectrum.
Overzealous?
Overzealous?
Man, if you don't know what that means, don't watch this show, man. Please. We're not trying to have dummies watching. Like,
So what happens is I get it. I get the number. We chop it up for like one or two. Oh, damn.
for people that don't know what we currently have the TV on the Oklahoma State game, and I don't know this guy just ran through the tunnel.
Through the tunnel.
And just got bodied.
Okay.
All right, go
continue.
ahead.
So what happens is I get the number. We chop it up for a second, but she's not replying to my shit on a timely fashion. You know, in my mind, I'm like, yo, if I send a message, I expect a response in what, like 10 minutes, maybe at the most. This shit was happening maybe like one every 30 minutes. So if you can see the chat history, it was like my message, one message, my message. Yes. So this is how brutal it was for me, man.
You're one of those
I
guys.
didn't know when to quit.
You're one of those
I
guys.
remember this girl too.
Wait,
No, you don't, Shawley. You never met this girl, man.
Matt.
How many texts did you send in a row
Yo,
before
I'm
you
talking
got-
about at least 4 or 5. I'll get a message.
Shit.
And then maybe 4 or 5.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait. Are you doing that shit where, like, you know what we do? Like, we hit one sentence and then with another sentence and then like another sentence?
Yeah,
Or-
but it's like it wasn't
what we
like
do.
a sentence.
like, you know how we do that broken shit to where, like,
Where
we
you
send...
break the text
Because
in half?
we could have just sent that in one message, but we send 3.
No, it
depends on
wasn't.
timing of
It
these
wasn't like that.
Okay,
it was
damn.
not like that.
And how quickly are these messages being sent?
No,
Rapid
you know what's
succession?
crazy? No, that's even
Oh,
worse.
sorry, Charlie. Do you know what succession means?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Alright,
asked
just-
you, are you one of them niggas that like?
No, ask. Go ahead. Yo, lay it out.
You sent him a text like, "Hey, I don't know if you got my last text." But in case if you didn't, I was sending it.
Yo.
In case it wasn't delivered.
Oh my God.
Hey, it's Matt.
The phone number's still the
My phone's
same.
been acting up. I just want to make sure you got my message. I had to
Oh, fuck.
I lost data. I lost signal. Gotta make sure.
reset my entire phone. It was crazy. I went to the Apple store.
All right, this
I
is-
didn't want to get on that
You know
phone.
what? You know what? It's a big fuck you to Shawley because you know what's crazy about that whole situation is that actually happened. 'Cause-
Damn,
so like the
dog.
DM of me originally getting the number, right? I sent
my
this funny
gosh.
ass DM. I sent this funny DM. And it got read, and I was like, "Fuck, no answer."
I guess it
No
wasn't so
answer.
funny.
I was like, "Shit," and so I was like, "Yo, I didn't mean to offend you, like, because it was like one of those like, yeah. Yo, let me just say." Anyways,
Hold on.
no,
Go
but
ahead, go ahead,
the
go
thing
ahead.
is like, bro, I'm making L's coming back. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on like, in hindsight, but like I take that original L. I sent the like, oh, like my bad, like I hope I didn't offend you. She's like, no. Like my blah 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 is like connected to my phone. So she probably read it before I did. So and here's your number. And she gives me the number. I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck. All right, we still in this hoe.
Yeah.
Start texting. That's when the texting situation happens. I'm like, fuck. I fucked this up.
Damn.
So at this point, we're Snapchatting back and forth. All me sending, barely any replies. It's all good. It happens. So
No, it don't happen.
What's your guys' number in terms of how many you've ever sent in a row? Like
2.
when you were just just
2.
tripping.
I was bugging.
2. That's
Shit.
the limit.
Like you were just tripping and
That's the limit.
you were in your feelings for some reason.
The only way it'll be 3. The only way it'll be 3 is if the third one's like, all right, you need to get their attention for something. Like, hey, like if you say we had something planned out, I'm like, hey, I gotta
I see what
know
you're saying. Okay,
some shit.
yeah,
Like, are we still on
yeah,
for today or
situation
some
like
shit?
that.
Just to
I've
make
used
sure.
the-
That's it.
I've used my phone's fucking up line before. Like my phone's fucking
What do you
up.
mean?
Like as a response or to get their attention.
No, like I sent them a message and then they didn't respond. So I was like, hey.
Oh my.
Oh, so you go try and roast me.
It has never come to my mind once.
I've definitely used it before. My phone's fucking up. I just want to make sure you got my last message.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
I had to reset my phone.
It's an insane lie.
Yeah,
I'm
so
the type
like,
of dude. It's like if you don't respond to that first one, I'm already like, all right.
damn, I wish I knew you then, man, because I was wilding out. I was sending like 6, 7.
God
7.
damn,
Yeah,
that's
nah,
a
it was.
lot,
It's not
man.
my proudest moments, but this is before. This is,
Bro,
7 without a response?
no. So it would be like
Text in.
it was. No, I don't even remember like the exact things, but it's
Man might be
honestly
bumming.
It's like,
in
hey, what's
hindsight.
up? How you
Man.
doing?
That might be my nigga, but god damn.
No, I'm saying like this is not my proudest moment.
It takes, bro. It takes a certain
Bro,
kind
do you
of
understand?
dude.
Do you understand that?
to
If
be
you,
able-
do you understand if you open up the message, all you see is blue?
No, facts.
It takes
Yo,
a certain
I'm not
kind of
saying-
dude to
Oh
be able
my
to send
God.
I'm
five,
sick.
5+
Yo,
messages
I'm
with no
telling-
response.
Start fresh.
I was, you know what's crazy? I would do that, man. I would do it. No, but I'm just saying, it's just funny.
Let's change the
It's just funny in
You
hindsight.
know, you're the
I'm like,
you're the guy
yeah.
that gets screenshotted and then they send it to me like, look at this guy. I'm
I
like,
pro-
yo, that nigga bugging.
Yo, I was, man. Like,
Oh my
I'm just saying,
I'm
like,
like,
look,
and I tell that girl, hey, stop fucking with him. He weird as shit.
I'm 100% sure I was the topic of a girls group chat.
Oh, yeah,
100%.
Well, definitely.
Man,
So-
leave me alone.
I gave this fucking nigga my number and he just wouldn't stop texting me. Like, fuck.
All right, so anyways,
Hey, my fault. Hey, I didn't mean to put that spice on it. I called him.
You put so much spice
Look,
on it. I couldn't
fellas.
even like
Fuck
entertain
nigga,
that.
man.
My bad. I didn't mean to call you that, man.
look, man.
God damn.
All I'm saying is everyone takes an L. It's how you bounce back.
That's what I said in the group chat. Y'all said no. Fuck
I mean,
that.
but these are some.
These are vicious L's,
That was
man.
vicious
These are
Ls.
vicious
Hey, you
L's.
learn from a vicious L.
Yo, I'm sure
That L I
every-
would never take.
No,
I would never
I'm
go
saying
that
like
far.
every guy, man.
Because you can control that L. I can't control mine. Mine's just like.
Yo, I'm just saying like every guy has one vicious L that taken.
But you
man.
gotta understand, there's a difference between an
There's
L
levels.
that was forced upon you by someone else and an L you, bro.
Facts. No, I'm not saying like I'm just saying like that situation is obviously to the extreme. Like I wish that I don't wish that shit on my worst enemy,
My
man,
nigga,
because that
that
was
is-
so bad.
That's a different level.
It was
man.
so bad. Nah, for sure. But at the end of the day, it's like, hey, I'm still here, ain't I?
Sheesh.
We overcame that.
God
Shit.
damn.
But
You
yeah,
got
we didn't
lucky.
even really introduce ourselves, to be honest.
Shit,
Damn, so I'm gonna
that's-
introduce myself after that story.
I mean, honestly,
And you said your name and your last name. They will find
no,
you.
honestly,
They
his
don't-
career path will save him for this.
Nah, man. Yo, I do all right now,
No,
man.
He's a
Hey,
smart kid.
hey, man. I do all right.
With that introduction, go ahead, Matt. Tell him what you did, man.
So I just graduated from the University of Houston.
Okay, got that degree.
We
Go
trying
Cougs.
to get this doctorate degree in physical therapy. But I'm trying to train like athletes really and stuff like that and move in a different kind of space as far as rehab and stuff like that. But that's me, man. I'm interested in all facets of sports rehabilitation, neuromuscular stuff, anything that can take a high performance machine to the next level. Like that's where my focus is at.
Dope. Shawley.
You know what it is, man.
Social influencer.
Grew up in the not a gangbang.
Dude, speak,
Shut
please
up,
speak
all right?
up, man.
Yeah,
please, please, like for one moment, just do,
You know what it is,
Do
man.
what you're at.
Y'all
Do
already
what
know me.
and just do what
Whatever.
you're asked once.
My name is Shawley. Grew up in Third Ward.
Okay, he's
Current crime to
oh man, dude, this dude is a liar.
gangbanging, but
Shawley, Shawley went to private school.
Hey, go
Let's
on.
leave that out
Anyway,
there.
Anyways, okay, all
Shut
right.
up, Charlie. Shut up.
That's a nasty. You went to a private school. That's so crazy. You one of them private school niggas.
had a very,
Nice upbringing,
A beautiful one.
a beautiful one.
I mean, yeah, grew up in Sugarland, one of the whitest
He was,
places in Texas.
yeah, he was the most most hoodlum parents could ever ask for.
But yeah, oh yeah, Shawley's my cousin. We both grew up in Sugarland. I don't know how to backstory myself, but basically, finance and biology student from UConn, University of Connecticut, and got into tech
You
in
tell me
my.
you were a former samurai.
Yeah, I was a samurai as well. But anyway, no, I wasn't. But anyways, finance and biology student. In my junior year of college, I created my first company and then got into tech, specifically apps, and been a product designer ever since. And that's basically what I do. So my interests are going to be a lot of tech, a lot of medicine, a lot of business, and just those type of things are what interest me the most.
Josh, Josh O. If y'all know me, y'all know my last name. I don't gotta say it out here. But
these niggas don't know you.
they don't even know my
That's
last
the
name. I'm not trying to have them.
You just say your first name.
Okay.
Josh O. But I'm a current. Huh?
Why don't you want your last name to be on here?
Anyway, I'm
I don't know why. I don't know
I mean,
why.
they're gonna find
why
it anyway.
you said that either, but
yeah,
just
let it go.
just go.
But
Let's get this done.
I'm a current NFL free agent. Had a little time with the Detroit Lions. I'm also pursuing a career in physical therapy. So I'm doing both paths right now, and I'll be able to put in insight into the student athlete life, which is a real crazy one.
Yeah, let them know you smart, Josh.
Oh yeah. I ain't the regular.
We're Nigerian, man, so we have to be smart.
Gotta be smart.
We gotta be smart.
With one Indian.
Aside from Shawley. Shawley.
Yeah, Shawley's
Shawley's an exception. He's the black sheep in the family.
Sheep.
Back then we thought he was going to be a delinquent. How he's become so successful, I don't know. I really don't know.
So
He said it was game banging. You know what's crazy? Never mind.
Yeah, all right. yeah.
Leave all that shit out.
All right, but anyways.
But yeah, so basically, I have the same PT views as Matt. Want to do the same kind of things with that, and just out here trying to spread positive vibes anywhere I can.
You were Matt.
There's no such thing as being a better PT
no such
student.
thing, man.
That's the type of question you expect from Shawley, man.
No, uneducated question. Just
Also, I played at Wake Forest.
Oh yeah.
It was cool over there. But I'm a boiler maker too. Go Purdue. Boiler maker, boiler up, hammer down. But go Deeks. I fuck with them too.
Anyways.
But hey,
all right, man. End your spiel. You rambling sometimes.
Go ahead, Russell. Go ahead.
Nah, my name is Russell Ree. There's not much to me, I feel like.
AKA.
No, I'm not gonna put my AKA, but I'm a social media influencer.
AKA the Black Power Ranger.
AKA Black Michelin Man. AKA sacrifices his body to these weights.
AKA Geodude.
AKA
Geodude.
That's shady. Wow. That's shady. Wow. But first, no, we gotta give Russ some shine. He's
strongest.
Wait,
weight
you
class.
want? You on? He's the
So-
83. Go ahead, man.
So I'm the strongest 83 kg. It's like so specific. I'm the strongest 83 kg lifter in the USAPL.
Yeah,
in
hey,
America.
that-
Yo,
in America.
That's
Yeah, in America.
That's pretty
nation,
big.
man.
Yeah,
pretty
but I
big.
like to lift weights. I like to eat. I like to talk shit. I like to talk shit about music, all that stuff. So it's like I wanted to do this podcast because I wanted to get our group chat on wax.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I get that okay. Because I
tried to get this. So quick story. I tried to get this podcast done months ago, probably even a year ago, right?
Because Shawley wanted.
It was a grip ago.
In Shawley's old apartment, he's like, "Yo, I want to do this podcast," and I was like,
Yeah.
I instantly said,
Yeah,
no.
Rush just goes, no. He was just like, no.
"No,"
I'm
because
like,
I knew people weren't going to commit.
It was the day before we went to Austin.
no, the only person that we. Oh, was it? Oh, was that?
It was no. It was even before.
the only
that,
man in
man.
question.
was
The only
definitely
man in
before this.
question for commitment is Shawley.
Nah, I think
A little bit because
Shawley,
you say
that's what I'm
things,
saying.
you
Shawley,
say things and switch
and
up.
just switch. Shawley would one day just be like, bro.
I forgot.
you just see bro in the chat, bro.
I just remembered.
I can't do this.
He'll have like the wildest excuse
Yeah.
too. It's like something that's like, yo, you didn't know that you had that, man. Like this is a very specific thing to be having on this day.
So basically, when Russ brought the idea back up, like a couple weeks ago, I was happy because I was like, man, all right, if he's committed, I'm sure that everybody else will also want to be, want to do the podcast as well. Because the biggest two missing links were Shawley and Russ, just because they're part of the chat. It's like 5 of us, so we can't just have only 3 of us in it. So, but yeah, so that's how the chat came about. We literally just started buying equipment and made a lot of
Let's talk
errors.
about
these
shit, too.
L's
That-
that
if
are-
we
Only
had-
knew
honestly,
how much
honestly,
went into this
all you
first
workers that
episode.
are getting commission, like in stores, you guys are liars, liars. I mean, we literally.
But I was like when she was showing us around, like I was like, she's fucking jigging us, man. You telling me
See,
we have to get?
I wasn't thinking that because I was like, so me, Russ, and Shawley pulled up to Guitar Center to buy the mics and the audio and just whatever we needed. No, we didn't at the time. We didn't know we needed an audio interface. So I just pull up. Yeah, so I pull up to the customer service and I just ask her. I just want to ask her a quick question like, yo, what do you think we need? We're trying to start a podcast. We got 5 of us. We know we need mics. Do we need anything else? Because the first thing that came to my mind was sound. How are we going to kind of get the sound to sound like flush? And so she says, oh, you guys need an audio interface. And then she goes looking at the mics as well. She's by the end of the bill, we're about about 1,000 in.
1,100.
Some wild number. And so then me and Josh we're not present at the situation, right? And so they send us a pic. And then the first red flag was,
Oh no, we had already bought it.
They had bought everything. They were like, yo, it's gonna cost each of us so and so. And I was like, yo,
wow.
that interface only has 4 connections. There's 5 of us.
Yeah.
Then they go.
Oh, yeah, so we hold Matt.
Matt was firing off of the group
Yeah.
chat. Yo, I'm ready to commit.
Yeah, we
Like,
told-
y'all not gonna do this without me. Like,
I was mad because
I'm ready
I
to
was
come up
ready,
with
yo.
bread.
Like
we
I was ready.
We basically more or less words told Matt, man, you out, man.
Yeah. Facts.
it wasn't that it was
Facts.
out. It was like the funny thing about Matt. Matt is very like he picks and chooses when he.
I'm Danny
interacts
Phantom,
with the
man.
group chat.
Like I
he's
go
our
ghost.
he's our special guest.
Fuck out of here. I'm definitely not special
we'll
guest.
literally be having the chat. Matt will come in like literally like hours later responding to a message that was literally 150 messages ago. What happened? Okay, but anyways. Okay. So all right, Shawley.
I'm hitting my mic still.
Okay, anyway.
Man, that was the
Okay,
old
oh
message.
my gosh, man.
That's why I said never mind.
Okay. But anyways, yeah. So we ended up spending a bill of about a G, and then our boy Kelvin told us he was like, "Hey man, you guys can just get like USB mics and try to hook it up to GarageBand, and that's all you need." And so I was like, "Okay, sure." So we'll do that. So we tried to do that. We tried to sync all 5 mics. It just wouldn't work, and then. By that time, it was we're already like 1.5 weeks.
1.5 weeks, easy.
Yeah.
into this thing.
Sounding
So
Well, even
demonic.
before that,
And
we were trying to link to set up the mics. We were trying to link,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So I I messaged the chat twice. Yo, when y'all niggas trying to link, they were having their whole own conversation.
Like we just glossed over
From
that.
that,
shit.
from that point on, from that point, I hit Josh privately. I said, "Yo, it's a wrap." I was like, they're not. I sent 2 messages about when we're trying to link. They ignored it.
I'm pretty
Then I
sure.
sent- then I sent a
I'm pretty
message.
sure I was. Yeah, Charlie was probably doing this. I'm pretty sure I was at a meeting
in
and I
another
was just
dimension.
like, "Yo,
Huh?
like,
I was in a dimension.
Yeah. Hold up. Y'all cannot give me shit for responding to shit like later when Shawley
No,
just
I
goes
wasn't mad about
Yeah.
you. I was mad about
No,
Alex
I
and
was-
Shawley
no, I-
continuing a
yeah,
conversation
exactly.
amongst
And
each
you know,
other,
and
completely
and
ignoring
I
my
knew
question.
this moment too. I knew this was gonna happen because I was in a meeting at this time and I was just like, man, like I need to focus.
I can't be dealing with this
like,
shit.
Yeah, I can't be.
Oh,
because-
but you had time to focus on the other shit in group message.
yes, I could read it, but I couldn't like respond.
No, you were
responding. You were talking about other
responding.
shit.
You and
Yeah.
Shaw-
You
you
just
and
glossed
Shaw
over
were
us.
having completely different
separate-
conversations.
yeah, separate topic.
I wasn't in the meeting then.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
bullshit.
You were
I
just ignoring.
So I'm
That's
like,
all.
I'm like,
so I just ignored.
so
you.
y'all, I got tight. I was like, okay. So I put a question. I emphasized it with a question mark. I was like, no
wow.
response. I
And
was
then
like, wow,
I text.
these niggas are not trying
Then
to.
I text, hey, so when we
Yeah.
linking tomorrow?
No
Not
response.
emphasizing
All right,
with a question
hold on,
mark.
Yeah,
hold
so
on.
then the conversation deaded itself, and then
Wow.
it restarted again.
I think I came back like 3 hours ago, so I was like, all right, so tomorrow at 1, and you was
Yeah,
like,
so
yeah,
at this
bet.
point,
But by that time-
yo, at this point, I hit Josh. I was like, yo, it's a wrap.
He said,
And
just-
Josh,
he said, just
Josh,
turn
I'm gonna
off.
fire these niggas up. This is what I'm talking about, man. I'm not with that fugazi shit.
Russ
They
said-
want to do something. I was like, no, calm down.
Russ said,
Yo,
Russ said, hey,
Russ
Josh,
gets. I mean,
just go
sorry,
return all your
Josh
stuff.
gets hot.
Yeah, I was
man.
like, hey, Josh, return all your shit right now.
Go
It's
get your
not
money
happening.
back. It's not
I said,
happening.
Shawley's not responding, and Alex is not responding, and I asked these niggas 2 times. And it's like, no, I'm gonna ask him. Josh, ask. And I said, see, no response. You return your shit right now, bro.
Damn. So when was this?
This was
When
like
y'all niggas were
no,
talking.
this was before.
It was like the day before.
Yeah.
Oh, so I was probably tight, honestly.
It was the
Yeah,
day
I was
before,
probably
though. It was the day
before that.
before.
It was
was
before
day-
that.
yeah, we
it was,
didn't know
it
this
was
stuff
when.
was
It was
gonna work.
when. All right, so this is what happened. So y'all had got the shit. we had told you to return that shit. So y'all went and got the new stuff.
Yeah, the
right?
USBs.
And then I was just like, then all of a sudden we were trying to figure out a day to just meet up and set this shit up. No one was responding. And then I came out of work and I was like, damn, like I'm ready for this podcast. Like I was ready to go.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yo, tomorrow at 1, because I had seen his message. No one
Yeah.
responded.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you go was like, oh yeah, I'm down.
That's when I got angry. I was like, not gonna lie, man. I already canceled the podcast in my head.
I said, I'm down. Is that
Yeah,
what
he's like, I'm down. So I was like, man, fuck
It
y'all.
was so funny.
So-
I knew you were tight at me, and I just kept laughing in my head. Like I was over there just laughing.
I had the group chat. I was like, man, that shit already canceled in my head.
And it's funny because like when I saw Russ do that, I was like, man, I'm gonna have to pep this man up. Like with football, I was like,
That's
Russ.
sending mad inspirational
Yeah,
I was
texts.
like, yo, we're 4th and 1, man.
We're 4th and 1. We're too deep into quit now.
We
Man.
can't quit.
And I'm pretty sure I said NGL. Not gonna lie, Matt, shut up.
Hey, but end of the day, I'm still gonna take that. I'm be like, yo, we here. We're doing it right
Finally.
now, man. So
Finally.
all my corny shit worked.
We're finally here,
guess.
man. Y'all, if y'all
guess.
only y'all
Fuck outta
knew
here.
what it took to get to this point right now, man. Almost just wrap this shit up.
Yeah,
but,
that was we almost
but
quit
we
this
we
thing.
kept
Oh,
fighting.
but shout out to Fit Design. I gotta do
Yeah,
that.
nah. Shout out.
No, I don't know why you laughing. Shout that man out, man. Shout that man out.
What do y'all think about? Can people comment on podcasts?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Well-
they can on YouTube. When we put it on YouTube, they can comment on that,
Yeah.
and they can also DM us.
What do y'all think about the logo?
The logos, yeah.
Is
Tell
it
us if
fire-
you
is
like
it fire or is it trash?
Yeah, let us know if it's
Yeah.
complete heat or complete.
That's when
booty.
people are gonna be like, not gonna lie. That shit trash.
But I really like it, and thank you to Shawley for coming through, Fit
That
Design
man.
for
Big
coming
ups.
through within like a week, less
Yeah.
than a week,
Yeah.
and just busted the logo out and the podcast thumbnail. So much respect to him,
It was
and,
dope,
and,
man.
and it was good looks. So we appreciate that. So we just got to shout out Fit Design. Go check out his designs. I mean, his at handle is @FitDesign. And yeah, he's a beast. He helped me actually with my first business. He built my logo as well. So always a stand-up guy.
Yeah, he had no problems with us coming up and be like, the craziest like remarks were like, yo, like my eyes look wild, or I was like, yo, I look white.
I was changed because I'm a designer, so I like to look at like things specifically. So I
Yeah.
was telling him like, yo, I need my eyes to look less beady. Like I need at first he had Russ and Shawley without clothes.
Yo, I had no melanin. Like I looked straight white. Like I looked like my name was Sam, and I was like, yo, we gotta change this.
Yeah,
man.
everyone just kind of looked funny, but he handled. He came through and put it all together. He's always a beast. Whenever the final product is done, it's always good. It's always good. And so yeah, so
Give that nigga a solid shout out.
yeah, I had to give him, I gave him.
Nah,
I
he gave
I know. I was like, damn, he really going in.
yeah.
He created my first logo. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's my
saying?
nigga,
Like,
man. I really mess with him. But yeah, man. Any you guys got anything else you want to talk about?
nah, man. I'm happy to like. It feels so different to like I'm creating something to where I'm actually just like talking normally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not really having
Like,
to.
Not, hey guys,
like Sean,
I'm about
like,
to lift.
like okay, let's
4
be
by
real.
5
Let's be
today.
real. Whenever we record on our like for like Instagram or like YouTube,
oh
like,
yeah, you guys can speak
You
to
have
that.
to limit the time.
but why? Why do we
can't
do?
say the N-word.
Nah, man.
I
Okay,
don't.
hold on, man. Like
I
when you
can't- I
really
don't
think about it,
cuss unless I like really like want to. I don't cuss mainly because my mom and my dad watch my show.
Oh wow.
So,
So
like,
Auntie Hilda's
Oh,
about to
yeah,
watch
that-
this. She about to watch this podcast?
not this, but she watches
Okay,
my YouTube.
good.
show.
That is true.
Keep us on
My
that
DM.
is true. That's another reason.
That's my auntie, so
that's
I
another
can't
reason why I
really-
don't curse on YouTube and stuff because like
Yeah,
my
our
parents
parents,
like
yeah.
literally watch all my
Yeah,
videos.
no, there's no way.
But it's weird because we're independent.
Yeah, Nigerian.
But it's just like out of
parents will-
respect.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah,
still
out of
it's still
respect.
respect,
in the
man.
Nigerian culture. Actually, even for your
I think
culture as well, all cultures.
Asian cultures in general, man. Like
Oh shit! I have a story.
What?
how? What?
I got a
For
story.
people that didn't know just what happened, he entered back into our dimension. So we have this thing.
Shawley tends to do things where that nigga interdimensional travel.
Yeah, Shawley stays in the fifth dimension for the majority of the day, and then every once in a while he enters our realm and communicates with us. Always to enter the
Just go,
zeitgeist
just
once
enters,
again.
just cuts through the rift and just reappears.
Let's catch him while he's here.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, while you're here, go ahead. Before while you're with us.
Real quick before I head in my. Real quick before I hop back into my capsule. Kelvin, remember that one video we shot at my dad's house? The day of their life, full day of eating. Remember how I was like fucking cursing in his house? I wore his cowboy. I was walking around my dad's house with a cowboy hat and a robe. And me and Kelvin were filming, doing stupid ass shit. I don't know what we were doing. And I was just like cursing, acting like a fool, like a fucking fool.
And he just walks in.
I was just like kind of like flexing with his house and shit. And he didn't walk in.
I remember that,
That
man.
video went on YouTube. And it was like 25,000 views, whatever. And my dad called me. He was like, "Hey, I just saw your." He's like, "I just saw one of my coworkers.
Oh man.
One of my coworkers sent me a link to your video and made me watch it with him. He had his coworker come into his office, watch a video with him, and my dad was just like sitting in the office. He said he put his hand over his mouth. He couldn't believe it. He's like, how can you portray yourself like this? You want to be a businessman? You want to run your own business? And you're acting like this? How are you doing this? You better delete that video off Instagram. You're bringing shame to my name."
It's funny because the opening
to
scene.
give context, Shawley's dad is like a very like strict. Classic Nigerian that doesn't play any of those games.
Nah, no bullshit.
So for
Very successful businessman, so he wants
He instills that. He instills
tries
like
to
discipline.
instill
Yeah.
that discipline into Shawley a lot.
Yeah, so to sum up that story, that's why I'm never like, it's not that I'm not 100% myself. I just have
So
to
we tone it
clean
down.
it up.
Yeah, you have to turn it down, man.
Give me a charger. This computer's about to die.
Oh, the computer's about to die?
Yeah.
Damn, that's not even the charger, too. The charger, hey, Calvin, can you get the charger inside my
Just gotta
room?
clean it up.
Yeah, it's at 5.
Yeah.
It's at 5%.
Yeah, but I get like adding the aspect to it, like the fact that we have like family that watches our stuff. Like,
Yeah.
we hold back a little bit.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
But I
Sure.
think- I
Like
think-
if my parents ever see this, man, I'm finished. I'm finished immediately.
You know, I didn't even
but
tell.
I'm
I didn't
to
even.
the point where like, I don't care, man. Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
no,
go,
but
I pay my own
no,
bills.
yeah, of course, but it's more about like the
Still,
respect.
like, you
thing.
still gotta-
It's
like,
like
you know-
you look at your parents and be like, damn, like they brought me
know-
up to where I'm at, and
they
like,
don't
I
play
can't.
that.
Yeah, like you can't like just
Oh,
throw away
plug it in.
all their upbringing.
No, I won't. I'm just saying like I should be able to. I should be
But
fine.
you see
Yeah,
this type of
okay,
this
keep
type
plugging
of
it,
logic
yeah,
is
plug
why
it
he
in
was the
and
black
then,
sheep.
That shit cut off.
Yeah.
That shit
This
go
is-
off.
I should be
plug it
able to
in, like,
I should be
yeah.
able to make my own decisions if I'm paying my own bills.
I feel that.
Find
Fuck.
a plug.
Yo,
Just
please,
unplug.
There's a lot going on
I don't know about
hurry,
unplugging
man, we don't
that.
got much juice. This thing's about to die for real.
Okay, yeah, unplug that. That's just the.
That's Xbox, I believe.
Nah, that's the
That bit.
label
Here,
printer.
Plug it in.
Yeah, here.
But yeah, I just feel like it sounds whack, but I feel free.
No, I agree, man. I've been
Like,
you know,
I feel like a lot of times when people watch my stuff, it's like, yeah, I'm like that is me, but like,
it's
What's going on,
a
guys?
version
It's
of
Swell.
you. Yeah.
About to go
what's
work
up,
out.
guys?
About to squat 750 pounds as
Five,
usual.
5 for
Yo,
4,
honestly,
4 sets of 4.
watching both of your videos is just so funny. Like,
Because you're like, man,
Casey
that
told me-
nigga's not really like that.
Casey told me she can't watch my videos because she says it's so fake.
yeah, it's
When I heard that, I was like, God damn.
Damn.
Bro, she's like, I don't watch your videos. Like, why? She's like, because that's not you.
yeah.
That's crazy,
I was
man.
like, whoa. I was like, so what do you think? He's like, it's not you. You act differently with me than you do
yeah.
on video. I was like,
It's because,
But I think everyone has that.
No,
like,
but,
you know what I'm saying?
but it does make sense if you just look at it objectively. You're filming a video where people have limited context on you, right?
Yeah.
And so you're trying to make it entertaining to some degree. So it seems like, I mean, I've never seen anybody else do it, but it seems like the more animated, the more lively, the more happy-go-lucky you are.
It's because like that's why I respect people like Chris Jones.
Yeah, yeah.
Like people like
He's-
that, like
he's 100%.
I think he's 100% himself. Give and take some things, but like
yeah.
how he is on his videos is exactly how he is in person.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's why like sometimes some subscribers will come
He's a
up
cool
to me.
dude.
Yeah, he's a
I
cool
fuck
dude.
with him. Like as a normal, because that's another thing. These social media influencers, man. Like, don't get me on my soapbox.
we can get a whole nother video
Don't
on
get me
that.
on my
man.
soapbox, but man, I be around some of these people, and just because I'm around these two, and it's just funny to me, like how they get this little like high horse mentality where they're just like they think that they're better than anyone because they're being viewed by people, thousands of people, 100,000, whatever you want to call it. But I'm looking at these niggas, I'm like, you guys have no skills at all. Like your skill is showcasing who you are, and then from there, what is it? Like, to me, the concept of social media, and this is another thing, because I know there's a lot of kids that are probably watching this and they probably want to be a social media influencer, which is not a bad thing. I don't think it's wrong. If you're going to make a business out of it, you're going to find a way to monetize past your name. Because you got to think about it like this, just objectively. A social media influencer is a new age celebrity. What is the first thing that happens to a celebrity when they lose relevancy? they lose capital. It's the first thing. That's the first thing that goes. So if you don't find a way to build something that outlives your name, that lasts past your name, you're not going to. You can be well off for the first 2, 3, 4, 5 years, but we're playing for life. In a decade, you're gonna be toast. So when you're watching this and you're seeking to become one, understand that you need to find ways to monetize past who you are, where people are buying or acquiring
Passive income.
services that are beyond just you. Because if you're just trying to do this because you say, oh, I want to be Russell, oh, I want to be Shawley, then
get a lot of likes.
or I want to get a lot of likes, or I want to get a lot of
so
followers.
That's just
That's
so like
Is it
when I first
That's
started.
happening today with all these girls. That are
Yeah, it's some dumb shit. We literally
It's so like those
think-
girls chase those likes so hard,
Bro,
but I'm like,
it's like
I now look at
photo.
shit. I'm like, damn, you're not flipping that.
That's
though.
what I'm saying.
Bro,
You're not flipping that to
Them
a
likes
bag.
don't mean shit,
Bro.
Like there are
Yeah.
girls
just
right
one,
now.
man.
There are girls and guys. 'Cause I don't want to put it on.
Yeah,
There are
it's not just
These
girls.
are
It's
the
girls
same
and
girls
guys.
that quote shit, and like they say, if your content isn't offering any value to anyone else, then why are you posting it? Think about what you post.
Yeah.
The next photo they post is just straight ass.
Yeah,
And, and then they call it straight self-empowerment.
yeah. It's,
Okay, Shawley.
So you want to get something off your chest? Go ahead.
All right,
man.
all right.
back to
Talk
this
about it,
dimension.
my
That's
guy.
real. That's real
Talk
shit.
the
That's
shit.
real
That's
shit.
everything. That's like all these girls that are like.
That's
I'm
real
not
shit,
saying,
man.
I'm not,
Like, it's not
judge.
wrong.
I can't say it's a bad thing or a good thing. I'm just saying like,
Now, like and that's
what
the
is
way.
posting your ass on Instagram?
That's the way I think about it. Like I think about it like this, man. If you're going to have the audacity to say that I want to dictate my life, I don't want to work a 9 to 5. If you're gonna have that audacity, you got to have that same level of focus to building an actual business.
Facts.
Because if you know what's so funny to me is this concept of I want to sell another person's product, or I want to promote. I want to get a promo code.
That
and
shit's
promote
so
a
whack.
product.
I was about to say
Do you know
that.
how backwards that sounds from a business standpoint? That literally sounds ridiculous. You are saying that you became an entrepreneur. You became one only to become a glorified employee.
So like that's
That
what I
does
was-
not make any
you know what
sense.
you know what I hate the most? Yo, man, how can I get sponsored by this? Whatever, I want to get sponsored so bad. I'm like, why are you chasing a sponsor?
You're chasing this, and it's like, and you got to understand. I literally
Shit
said at the
makes me so
beginning
mad.
that
sponsorships can be bridges.
no, they
No,
can't.
no, yeah, no,
Yes.
but no, but
So-
no.
so
I'm
the-
talking about the people that use it as an end all
As
be
an
all.
end all,
Yeah,
be
It's
all.
like
That's
if I
the
can
goal.
be sponsored by this company,
Yeah, it's
I'm
like-
set.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like,
like,
it's like,
what?
it's like,
What are you talking about?
You got to understand that you are part of that company's marketing budget. Look
Exactly.
at yourself as an asset. You are part of that marketing budget. If your code or your likes or your engagement dwindles, I don't care what type of family you think you are in, you're getting dropped.
You're cut.
You're getting cut. So if your end all goal is to just get a sponsorship and get a lot of people to view your content, then you're hustling backwards.
That's why I respect people like Nick Bear, Taylor Chamberlain, those people that have kind of like, I wouldn't say they sacrificed their growth because they're still growing, but they've created something outside of
Their name.
Their name.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is important.
where, and they're actually. And I honestly, I follow Nick Bear's. Like, I feel like if there's anyone in this industry that like I kind of just like not look up to, but just like follow like their game plan, I would say Nick Bear.
Nick
because,
Bear.
like,
That's the guy with
you
the
don't have
that's the guy with the supplements.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
that's-
have as much
that's kind of
followers
sponsored
as such and such out there, but I feel
Yeah.
like if I can really take advantage of
Yeah, no, you're making smart.
100,000
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're making
100,000
smart
people
business
to
decisions.
where I can get 10% of those people
Mhm.
to buy a product for me.
Yeah,
I'm already good for the year.
that's what I'm saying.
so like I feel like
It's
back to what we were saying, like the whole if you're out there to get a sponsorship, that thing is gonna be good for
Yeah.
the time being, and it may even give you a bridge, like Christian.
Yeah.
Gymshark gave him a bridge to where
to where he could, yeah.
Um,
But the thing is,
I think he always had the
every
vision.
person you're naming,
always had a vision.
every person
Yeah.
you're naming has a vision as what exactly.
Influencer and
Exactly. And
someone with the vision.
Exactly.
Someone that
Yeah.
can see past.
Exactly.
But you know what sucks? Some people are just. I'm not even saying it sucks. Some people are just born to be employees.
Yeah,
Like not
yeah.
everyone's built to own something and, built
what,
to
and
create
what's
something.
crazy
Like,
to
that's
me,
fine.
what's even more crazy to me is the fact that most of these influencers that are not your quote unquote favorites are not making over 6 figures. Let's just put it out like that. They're
Wait,
not.
who? Wait, say that
I
again.
said most influencers that are like on the come up or
Oh,
building
okay,
their
okay.
following are
Okay.
not making over 6 figures, and
hell
they could go get a job that
Yeah.
could probably pay them more than what they're doing
Yeah.
while hustling that thing on the side, but they want to pose for Instagram and act as if they're making money and and they're being successful. And I'm sitting here and I'm like,
You don't have to drop out of school. You don't have to drop your job. Like the stories that I get from certain people really scares me. Like when we're at the I'm just gonna talk about it friendly, man. We're okay. So we be at the gym sometimes, and there are people that come there with like a dream, and that's fine. But they don't have like a structure to that dream. It's just like, oh, I just came out here. I dropped everything just to come out here. I'm like, my God.
I've heard that being around you guys.
You did not have to do that. You could have done this.
Instagram caption 6 months
Yeah.
down the line.
Yeah.
It's like
6 months ago, I dropped everything in my life.
all for that one moment of
like
a pity party.
you could go to school and do social media. Social media takes you like 3 minutes out of the day.
That's
man.
what I'm
Like,
saying.
takes you
It's
2 minutes to
it's
post.
insane to me just because I'm sitting here as someone who looks at and just views this from like an outside lens, and I've been lucky enough to be successful in my own right to a degree. And to see so many kids that could literally take the path of like tech or get into the startup ecosystem and really build actual skills. Like I'm sitting here and I'm like, yo, you're trying to sell yourself or promote yourself on Instagram, but what are you selling? What value are you actually providing? Because at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. You have to provide some level of value. But people are saying, "Oh no, I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna move across the country and take pictures with the local celebrity and use some of his following to help me out and bullshit like that." I'm like, what are you really doing here? You're not on a path to success. You're actually hustling backwards. I think that's the thing. People just don't understand what hustling is.
There's benefit to doing that, and there's a lot of benefits to doing that. But I think that if you take that handoff, and you don't execute, then you're an idiot.
Yeah. That it's straight up. It's that simple, man. Is that simple?
This is one of those things where you have to take that handoff and score a touchdown.
You have to run with it. You can't.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. He reached with that
No,
last.
he's
but
right.
Yeah,
but
he's
it's
right.
like,
You know
okay.
people that have taken that handoff and been stopped on all 3 downs, and they're just
even on fourth
Got
down.
sacked.
taking it and
And then
give
just
credit where it's due and score that touchdown.
Yeah.
Pushed
For sure.
Like made
So
their
there's
best.
made
situations
some
where
names
you
out of
can
themselves.
be-
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. I just think that there's a lot of people, just depending on who watches this, don't get kind of jaded to all this stuff that you see on Instagram. Because
Yo, there's people like they're getting like thousands upon thousands of likes. Man, they're not
making over six
they're not
figures
making
at
shit.
all.
And it's not all about money.
No, not even.
even-
But
not
I'm
even
saying no because I'm trying to create the
You're trying to show them
benchmark.
reality.
Yeah.
The benchmark of,
And it's
of-
not-
of
and it's
what
not-
people define as success.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
You
always
know?
about it's not always about money either.
It's not,
But
it's
it's like
not.
if that is your profession, you need to find a way to flip that. Like
Yeah.
if you're just sitting there getting 1,000 likes or like 20,000 likes on a picture and like that doesn't end in like a nice check at the end of the month. Like what do you like? What's,
And then
what's the end goal
you
here?
also gotta just think about it, man. Like these platforms shift. Like as someone who's in tech, these platforms shift. Literally,
Before we know it, there's
Instagram
gonna be
has to
everything.
change its algorithms based upon trying to maximize their ad revenue. So there's a lot of things that you guys don't see behind the scenes that all of these startups are doing to figure out how to monetize, because it's very hard
They've been making good money,
to
but
make
now they
actual
wanna take
money
it
with
to
an
the
app.
next level and make
Yeah,
more money.
like Uber for example. Uber's not profitable. I know everyone uses Uber. No, I don't know about that, but
You know they have Uber Nigeria.
What?
yeah, but Uber's
Uber in
like for
Nigeria.
example, Uber's not profitable because the expenses that they have per driver is just too much. Think about how cheap your trip is. Your trip to downtown Houston can be $12. You know, and the driver has to get paid because I
No,
think
the drivers
the
Uber
driver
drivers
has-
make
so
our
the
money.
margin.
Trip to downtown
That's
from
why
where?
Uber has been
expensive for me.
pouring so much money and time into R&D on autonomous vehicles. Because if they can, they believe if they can eliminate the driver, they'll save themselves. They'll take back those expenses. Yeah, so everybody's in a hunt. That's why you see Uber doing the flying drones, but I don't think it's gonna pop off. But
No,
I mean,
wait, nigga.
you said. No, I thought about it. So yes, okay. No matter of fact, I thought about it.
I keep shit in my head.
No, I thought about it, but then I really thought about how that will work. I just don't know how you can have air traffic control.
Yeah.
So with drones.
When did you say? You said like by 2020.
2020 is
My nigga Alex said by 2020 we'll be get transported by flying drones.
So
Shawley came with
and like I'm reading it, I'm
Okay,
sorry,
listen,
man.
so
I don't know a lot about tech, but I have to throw a flag on that.
flag on the play.
okay. No, so like the concept of having a flying drone, like I mean, people have been creating these hover vehicles for quite some time now, and I think the technology has advanced to a point where it's possible to have some travel in it, but I think the logistic issue is what's the problem of trying to figure out how do you create an air traffic control on top of airplanes, on top of helicopters, where these drones, because I think I don't remember the article correctly, but I think they're trying to have autonomous drones. So like without a pilot.
If a drone comes to pick me up,
I see no human in it who gonna die with me. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna be the only one.
It's on the auto cars, like the cars.
Yeah.
Drive themselves.
All right, man.
But yeah,
We're not hopping in though.
Yeah, no, I don't
Remote
think
control
Yeah, so
plane,
that's.
no.
But yeah, but I know we got off on a tangent. But that's just basically. I don't know how we got to the social media thing, but that's basically what I kind of like. I feel about it. I feel like just hustle, lock
I think
down.
To dead it, I want to say that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that are successful off of
Yeah,
social media.
for sure.
I think in this day and age, a lot of people think that you have to be on social media
To be successful.
Yeah, that's not.
It's false, man.
It's false.
That's so false.
100% that's false.
I'm not even saying that you need to go to school to be successful. You just have to be smart.
Yeah, you just have to be. Yeah, I think.
Smart.
All right, but that's not an excuse to just drop out
Yeah,
of
that's
school.
not an excuse.
yo.
I think people also have a misconception of the value of college. Like I heard this before. Like, for me, I studied 2 majors and I learned absolutely nothing. Like I'll tell you right up. I tell you right up. Like literally freshman year or about sophomore year, I knew I got gypped. I mean, I'm studying. So to kind of reiterate, I studied finance and biology. So I was doing like 18, 19 credits a semester. And yeah, it was sick. It was sick. And so I'm sitting here and I'm just like, I'm sitting in the library. I'm telling you, like I finished class. I would sit in the library for like 12 hours. And I was in a fraternity, and the pledges would know me as the library guy. That's how much I was in the library. They knew that if you wanted to go get my talk or have a conversation with me, you would have to go to the library because that's where you would find me. So I went to college and I was like, man, I'm getting gypped. But the value that is actually there is in the people that you meet. You'll never be in a situation where you have 20,000 or so students, all from different backgrounds, all with a different level of skills that could potentially help you start something. Whether that even be a YouTube or someone is vlogging for you or helping you shoot or film, or whether that be an actual startup where someone's helping you develop and code or you're designing or whatever, whichever way it goes. There's value in college. You just have to figure out how can you hustle college. How can you finesse them the way they finessed you?
Oh, as a student athlete, we get finessed. I'll tell you that.
Speak on it.
Man, I would hold that to another episode, but just for like a brief part about it, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, when it comes at the end of the day, most colleges and stuff, really, you're coming there to play football. So they could care less about your future plans after. In the grand scheme of
because you
things.
wanted to get an actual degree, which you did.
Yeah, I wanted to I came in wanting to be a physical therapist, and I tell them, I want to major in health and exercise science. At first they're like, hey man, you want to do communications? I'm like, no, I want to be a physical therapist. They're like, we could put you in communications class to like see. I'm like, you're not listening to me. I understand like the health and exercise science major is hard and difficult, but I'm an academically gifted student, so like I'm gonna be fine.
Yeah, these counselors, man. Quick story on that. I don't know why I cut you off, but quick story on that, just for a counselor, man. if the counselor from UConn is listening, man, just know that I've always kept you in the back of my head when I told you I was gonna study those 2 majors and you just laughed at me.
Yeah. Talk that shit, Alex. Yo, let it off.
Literally just laughed at me. I don't know. I'm getting on my soapbox, but that shit made me actually very angry. I was like, hey, I want to study finance and also do the pre-med track. And she was like, what? She looked at me. She said, what? what do you want? And then she proceeded to bring in her other counselor friend and was like, hey, look what he said he wants to study. And I was like,
I
you
remember that
understand
story.
how like scarring that is for an 18-year-old kid? Luckily, I have confidence, so like I wasn't fazed by it. So I just looked her in the face and I said, yeah, sign me up.
Sign me
But
up.
anyway, back to what you were saying.
So that's the toughest thing because you don't really know what to expect. You're just coming to college for the first time and you have counselors and stuff telling you advising you maybe you shouldn't take this class. Maybe it's hard. And it's not really. It's rare that you get an advisor who wants to push you because at the end of the day, the last thing they want is to push you and you end up doing bad because it looks bad on them because let's say if you're ineligible to play, it looks bad on them. Yeah. So at the end of the day, they're trying to get you in classes that you're gonna be straight and you're gonna do well enough so your ineligibility will never be a problem. So like the problem with most athletes is like they just fall into this. Yeah, I want to go to the league, and what I'm taking in college doesn't matter. But like, hey, from experience, I've seen so many people. I mean, you may be able. I'm not saying, hey, you can go to the league. That's not like I'm not saying like don't believe in yourself. Believe in yourself to the fullest. But it's not even about having a backup plan. It's about playing life smart. And people want to say you want to go to the league. Yeah, that's cool and all. But you go to the league. You can make a little money. Your time in the league is never promised. You never know what's going to happen. You never know when you might blow out your knee, you might get hurt. You never know if a team might even pick you up. So people don't realize that like your time in college, you got to take full advantage of it because it's a free education
and a free time to just do whatever you want to
try. And it's a free education to be able to take all these classes. You ain't got to worry about paying no books, no board, no none of that. So take advantage of it. Learn something that you're interested in, that you want, that you can see yourself having a career in down the line. Because last thing you want to do is you want to depend all on football, because football doesn't depend on you. So like
Shawley just IG storming at all times, man. God,
so like that's one thing a lot of athletes like fail to realize, because I've seen like some of my friends didn't even get that shot, didn't even get that tryout at an NFL camp, didn't even get any looks at all. And yeah, they may have had, decent or, good college careers, but sometimes NFL scout just doesn't see what he wants to see in you, and you just get no shot. Now you're like, okay, what am I going to do with this degree that I have? And the school don't care about you anymore. You're done playing. Now you're back at home. You don't know what to do. Now your degree is useless. You literally wasted 4 years of your life getting a degree that you're not going to use. Yeah. And I see so many times, man, kids back home, now they got to, go coach the old high school team or, just find something to do when they could have. I mean, I'm not saying coaching a whole high school team is a bad thing. some players want to be a coach and stuff. That's all good.
Shot at.
But there's
it's
some kids
levels,
who have no choice but to find something either football related or
it's different
something.
when you don't have a choice.
Exactly. Like, they didn't go into college thinking they wanted to.
You get forced into taking classes.
So,
they're not going to do shit.
I mean, that's one thing. Like NCAA and all that. like it's really I want to say modern day slavery, man. Honestly, it's modern day slavery. Because
just leave that bar.
Because
drop that bar.
As much times as we've had kids, regular students be mad. They hate the student athletes because like, oh, you're getting a free tuition and all that stuff like that. They don't realize how much work we put in, and at the same time, we don't get as much free time to
interact and do other stuff
and get our work done. Like there's been time when I transferred from Wake Forest.
Josh.
And I read it. Hey,
Purdue, his team is getting washed.
Purdue is getting
Purdue. Well, we still got the rest of the season. One game at a time. God, but anyway, but hey, these my boys. They're gonna get it. But anyway, so there was time where when I transferred in that last spring, I wasn't a part of the team anymore because I was transferring to another school. So I basically had a regular student schedule, and I had so much free time. I didn't. Mm-hmm. You could be done by 3:00.
Yeah,
and just
that's why I double majored.
It's unheard of, because as a student athlete, you wake up in the morning, 6:00. You got workouts, especially if you're one of the teams who do morning practices. You have practice from 8 to 10. Then you got class, and after class, you got film, you got meetings, you got workouts, all that. You're not done till like 9 to 10 o'clock at night, especially if you have tutoring sessions. Yeah. So you're like, all right, when am I gonna do my work? Especially in season. You're gone. You travel Friday. You play Saturday. You come back Sunday morning, and throughout Sunday you're going over film review, more weights, and a light practice. You're on Monday. That's the only day you may have off. So yeah, Monday you have off, but you didn't have time to do your the homework from the weekend that's due Monday. So we don't have that much time to be messing around. So that's one thing, like, regular students, they don't realize that, yeah, our tuition and all stuff is free. I mean, at the end of the day, we work for that shit. And we go, but at the end of the day, like, we have half the time they do to do the shit that they need to get done. So that's one thing. Like, for me, I had a good GPA and everything, but sometimes I like to think, like, how high would my GPA been if I would have been a regular student? Because, I mean, you can have good time management all you want, but I mean, you're not gonna be as efficient as you want to be when you're being pulled in so many different directions.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, just like
Fuck, man.
yeah, that was
What the fuck?
Yeah, went on a tangent.
God damn.
Shawley just checked out.
Bro,
Shawley just checked out completely.
Bro, that was long as shit. My nigga said, hey, that could be a different podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, no, but let's still, don't get me wrong.
You went in.
I was like,
I
damn.
couldn't be the one to say it because like I just went on a tangent. So I was like,
Yeah,
Josh,
yeah.
Josh,
Yeah,
Josh,
yeah,
you just said.
No, I was like, man, let the nigga get his
No,
rocks
but
off,
I was
man.
expecting a short story. You're like, I'm gonna save it for another podcast.
Yeah, I was like,
No,
okay,
but
man.
the only
That's
reason,
too
but
short.
only reason I do that because I mean, there's tons
There's
more
so
I
much
can
more you
say.
could go
so
about
yeah,
it,
and
yeah.
it's something I'm so
Shit.
passionate about. But I'm not not gonna go.
No, it was just
that's
funny
true,
because
that's
you're like, oh shit, I'm not even
Because
going
that's
to it.
real.
It's
Trying
something
to
I'm so
play some
passionate
Red
about.
Dead Redemption.
Because
That was the summary, man. Jeez.
yeah, but because honestly, 'cause
Jesus.
you see the shit literally.
Josh explains all the granular details.
Yeah.
Like it was sunny outside.
I had homework to do on Monday that I should have done on Tuesday.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
I didn't have time because I'll get pulled in left.
Because outside looking in, they
You know,
don't
my
they don't
roommate
have
with
the.
My roommates.
What?
Wait, what?
Because outside looking in, they don't have these. They don't have these.
how long has this been going?
This perspective.
no,
and
we
stuff,
like,
man.
yeah, like 2 hours, right, Kelvin?
Yeah, we're gonna finish up soon.
Hour 35. All right, we
can
straight.
wrap it
That's-
But like,
that's
but
straight.
I'm so passionate about it because you see it ruin lives every day, and it's really hard to see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hell
man.
yeah.
People, I mean, that shit was
So,
solid.
okay,
that
yeah,
shit
yeah,
was
so-
fire.
So Kelvin hit the text. He's like, yo, it's hour 30. He's like, this is pretty long.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, man, like, people listen to podcasts. Like, people,
Yeah,
like,
podcast-
background
yeah, if you're-
music.
Correct.
I-
If this is hopefully this drops when you're on Monday
Yeah.
for work.
Use this as like background because like I don't want someone to be sitting there and like just looking like waiting
Hey man,
watching
if
us
they
for
want
an
to do
hour.
that, let them do that.
That's
And,
true.
but
Hey, you know what?
if
Hey,
you're,
don't
if
worry
you're watching
about
this on
the
if you're
fucking
watching
sound.
this on YouTube, we'll have the mark set up in the
Yeah.
info section.
Yeah.
I watch
For
all my
topics and shit.
podcasts, like
Shout
the
out
Joe
to
Budden
Kelvin.
podcast on
Yo,
on
shout out
YouTube. Shout out to
Kelvin.
Kelvin holding it down
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Panda Lord.
New
We in
father.
this- we in
Yeah,
this-
he's-
Panda, you go by Panda Lord now?
No, okay. We're
Nah,
not
I
even.
just- nah,
We're not
I
gonna
threw
do
some-
that.
I threw some
But no,
sauce
shout
in
out to
there.
Kelvin. Kelvin is the one that's filming all these, filming the episode and having multiple angles and catching us from, all the different angles and getting us this content. So we got to shout out him for sure. He's held it down. He didn't have to come through on a Saturday and help us out. So much love to Kelvin and
Big ups.
Just give him a quick shout out.
Nah, but fuck that nigga. I think I think we straight though, man.
Yeah, I think we.
No, I
good,
was just
man.
making sure because I was like, I don't
You
know
know
if
what's
you
funny,
want
man?
to take
That's
this out.
like we usually kick it on like on the weekends. Like
Yeah.
that's how.
Yeah, this is light.
You know,
I
I'm
mean,
pretty
It's
happy.
like-
That shit was kind of smooth. Like,
Yeah, man.
wasn't
Dope,
too bad.
smooth,
Dope. Yeah, it was a
smooth
solid.
first
Yeah,
episode.
actually, matter of
That's a
fact,
solid
let us know whether in the comments or you DM Russ or DM Shawley and just let us know
Nah,
if you
fuck that.
enjoyed.
Drop your IG, my guy.
I mean, I don't really want.
Oh,
Okay,
drop!
no,
Hey,
no,
you gonna
okay.
see my IG? J Okonye 24. That's my last name, by the way. J
Let him get off.
Okonye 24.
Go ahead and repeat that whole
that's-
thing because I don't think
that's-
anyone
that's-
heard
that's
that.
lit. Okay, but yeah, drop a comment. I don't know. Drop a comment on any one of our IGs.
Yeah.
My ad handle is Alex Ajayi, AlexAjayii. Matt, what's yours?
Man, I hope you had a pen and pencil because it's gonna be at Matt CHERUKARA.
Matt with one T, by the way.
Matt with one T.
Yeah. So yeah, let it.
What'd you say? Not gonna lie, what?
He's about to hoe you. He's about to say, he's like, no one's finna check for your shit.
All right, man. Let's wrap this. Let's wrap this.
Nah, I'm fine with that.
Come on, let's
Hey,
wrap
I'm not.
Hey, nah.
Hey, I'm not in this social media shit
Nah,
like
but
that,
You
man.
gotta change your ad handle, bro.
Why? What the hell? It's my name.
Yeah, but it's
Boy,
like it's a lot.
shit.
What you mean it's a lot?
Damn.
Okay.
No, what you wait, no. Let him say.
I feel like I don't know.
All right, but
I've always
anyways.
wanted to change my handle. To
All right, then change that shit. I'm proud of my name.
What would you
Shawley
put?
Cocker?
I would say like Matt.
What?
you say
What is it? Cocker?
Shawley Coker.
Oh,
I was like in my head, I was like, should I be funny and say Cocker?
Wait, what? No, hold up. Matt, what?
Wait, what?
Did you say Matt Chu?
Like the first 3 letters of your last
Am
name.
I Asian? No, man. My name is Cherikara. I'm gonna keep it Cherikara.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, but but anyways, let us know whether in the YouTube comments or DM us. Let us know how this podcast went. How episode
one good comment. That's
how
it.
episode 1. Yeah, maybe like one comment. Yeah, but let us know. There's only one.
Hey guys,
comment.
love the podcast.
Just one guy
From a bot. Great content. Check us out.
Oh man! But let us know how the podcast went. And I had one more thing, but I forgot what I was gonna say because you guys keep interjecting. But yeah, just let us know. Oh yeah, what should that first episode be called?
They're not going.
That's a conversation between
Oh,
us.
okay,
right?
yeah. I guess we'll figure that off there. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining the GM podcast. This is episode 1, and we're signing out. Peace.
Deuce.